when I first started my hairstyling career, I was 19, and I actually wrote down my dreams. I learned it from a friend who says, everything that you want, write it down. So I wrote down my dream that I want to be a millionaire by 25. I come from a middle-income family of 5. My grandparents have a clinic, which is a dispensary, and my father runs the dispensary, and my mum has a little hair salon. So I guess we are a little bit into business right from a very young age. I have a nature of more rebellious. Every year in school, I just scraped through, but somehow I managed to pass. That's how I got led into fashion. Everybody was so well dressed, the color of their hair was different, it really wowed me. Coming back to Singapore, I realized that there was not much trends and fashion here. So everywhere I go, everybody was pointing at me. I had purple hair and blue hair. You know, people start asking me, oh, where do you buy your jacket? Where do you buy your bracelet? Where do you buy your accessories? And I said, UK. And then they said, can you sell it to me? I said, $100. And then they said, okay, we'll buy it of you. And I was like, wow, you know, I bought that for maybe $20. And I take it off and I sell it to them. Then my sister was living in London, and I called my sister and said, can you send me like 20 accessories or 50 accessories? We started thinking, why don't we then start a business that was selling, fashion accessories from UK? We attracted a lot of young people because, 77th Street, it's actually embracing a whole culture of youth and young adults. It's music, it's entertainment, it's all about fun and enjoyment. When I first started out, it was all about cash flow. You must have enough money to start up. But I was glad that I was having the hair salon. So Elim Hair Salon was a cash business. And then with the cash, we buy products to sell in 77th Street. So it was actually sustaining 77th Street for a while until 77th Street took off. In the early days when 77th Street first started, I lost myself. I wanted to have fame. And I said, I want to be like Vidal Sassoon, the best hairstylist in the world. So every night I was out there partying and drinking and getting myself drunk. And then I came across a pastor, and then he started to mentor me. I stopped partying and drinking. And that's how I started going back to church. In church, we were taught about giving back to the community. That is our driving force behind what 77th Street is doing. And we started a place in our biggest shopping mall in Vivo City, where we bring all the less advantaged people who are making their own handicrafts and products to sell and market their own product in this space. Whatever they sell, they pay 20% to the shopping mall, and most of the income they keep. I love the model of social enterprises. You actually give the poor the dignity and the pride, the self-esteem to say, I'm not taking handout, I'm making my own living. And then you see them grow. And today, where I am today, is really just about hard work. It's not about how well you do in school, because I never did well, but I am willing to commit my time more than anyone else.
Were you a millionaire by 25?
No, I wasn't at 25, but I guess around 27 was slightly late.